on the side of Spirit has some form of control, and even if it's just the Infernal Blade that comes out from the Doom for what 1.25 seconds, something like that, there is still going to be ways to try and deal with and slow down Navi in these fights. So I mean, looking at these two lineups, do you have a preference between the two?
I have a personal preference in what Team Spirit are doing. I don't want to say that their lineup is straight up that many times better, but this is kind of the lineup that I like in Dota. You have tower push, you have pickup potential, you have a frontliner with the Monkey King. Personally, I like that approach to King as well, because you put the Dragon Knight in front and you don't ever have to initiate. He is just poking the tower. Monkey King is off the map. If you go for the DK, there's a Wukong protect them. Plus, you have the ability to hunt with Monkey King Mirana, Hoodwink Mirana, DK Hoodwink, basically anyone can work out. So it gives you the ability to play the map fast. And I think that kind of puts Spirit a little bit ahead here. You have everything that you would need to kind of counter it, but it's not as easy and straightforward to do, right? Because your heroes are not as map, and you're gonna have to be relying a lot on the string where you prepare for battle. So it's not the easiest lineup to pull off, and that's why I'm gonna beat Spirit. But Navi have all of the tools necessary to play this game. It just has to be Sweden strong, giving all the info in the world without getting.
Yeah, and I mean, myself, I'm looking at the Navi lineup. There's not a massive amount of control coming out. The mobility of the heroes as well. So if they do get caught in a Wukong command, you know, they are going to have to rely on things like maybe Malady and Sweden Strong building 4 staffs to get them out of that. Watching out for the control coming out from Team Spirit, building BKBs, you know. Spirit, they don't have something like a Mars or a Puck that's going to provide that anchor point, you know, for the Wukong's command to be completely effective, but I think they have enough control that they're still going to benefit from that coming through into the mid game, into the late game, into these fights. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how Navi are going to try and deal with Team Spirit in these fights, and whether it's just going to be for the first, you know, once they start to roam around, look for those pickoffs in the, you know, 15-16 minutes in. If it is just going to be pick off and back off, pick off and back off, you know, hit them, get a kill, back yourselves away. Don't get embroiled in like an elongated team fight and get caught out, because I think in a war of attrition, a fight of attrition, Team Spirit, they definitely have the advantage in this game.
Yep. Sweden strong for me is the key one in this.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Probably knows what's doing. But the thing is, you need to scout people, you need to force out some TPs, you need to stop some TPs. That's kind of your job in this game. And try to, if you can, be close to the silencer, because people tend to forget. Any effect of silence doubles the damage of King. So it doesn't matter if it's a silence. It could be the smoke as well. So silencer and the Ricky together can actually do massive amounts of careful.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that combo coming into the fights here. Mid lane, we can see that Larl, nicky'cool coming up against each other. Larl, never mind.
Anyone could see that it was your time.
Sweden strong. Actually, we pick up the first blood. Okay, crack out the Titors in chat. We're just warming up, you know, we're still waking up, we're still warming up, we're getting into it, but yeah, Sweden strong. Mirana, and the Mirana, well, again, usually you see the Mirana here, they did build into level 1, picked up that Starstorm, so no leap to come out, no arrow to try and stop the aggression coming out, and Ricky was just able to pick up that kill.
That was I was looking at Oshka was just
I take what I please.
Right? Ideally, in this lane, you want them attacking the monkey. He has a ton of armor, so he's not going to be in any kind of trouble taking the damage. Soul Assumption, he can just dodge it. He can expect Yitoro to be able to do it. It's not that hard. So I'm very surprised that Oshka allowed himself to be bullied that much and just stood his ground.
Yeah, and again, you can see Lay's level 2 now, but he is going to be putting out the soul assumptions, you know, the damage that comes out from that as well. And like I say, Miposhka sitting on 620 health, Monkey King on the same health there as well. So it's not the deepest health pools there from the side of Team Spirit. Perfect. The arrow will connect though. Miposhka level 2, so he's going to be going for that arrow at level 2. Starstorm comes out. Miposhka though, again, the soul assumption, the right click, Sweden strong. The silence, is he going to be able to get himself on top of it? He's not. Is it going to be enough? It is. And Lays picks up the kill. again in this lane. Okay, this is a good start here for Navi. The start that they really wanted here.
They are getting kills, but they're not getting too much. Should change now with the creeps going towards Lays, but as they are, Yatoro got his.
Yeah.
Not the worst thing in the world for Team Spirit, but we already talked about it, you know, previous casts and everything. Visage, people have learned how to play against them. Minute 3 comes out, you get the raindrops, and suddenly there are no kills. Visage is way too slowed down. He doesn't glass hit all that well, and you're kind of in trouble. With him getting a kill and an assist already in this game, I think Lates is gonna be quite fine.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Approach from Mepashka, but at least he's securing the seat.
Okay. And checking in with the top lane now as well. We can see it again. VTune versus Collapse. Collapse, he's looking at level 2. How's he looking at Elastic? He's only a couple behind the Wraith King here coming into the 3rd minute of the game. So you're not too far behind at all. There is going to be the Wraith Fire Blast coming out to Collapse, so as well as the Curse. Collapse going to be taking a lot of damage here. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this? Because VTune, he's looking to cut him off through the trees. The skeletons, he's trying to eat himself through this with the Quelling Blade. But VTune still going to be able to get the kill. Lays on the bottom lane once again. He takes down this time. It is going to be Yatoro that goes down.
Usually you are like Monkey King, a dangerous target to go for, but he was very deep there. And you have smoke screen from kind of dodging the soul assumption. One of the reasons because he can dodge.
Oh, the Wraith Fire Blast comes out now as well. Hoodwink, is he going to be able to get himself out? The Curse does wear off, and Mira, he's going to be losing a lot of health, but I mean, Collapse has the regen, you know, he's got the health amplification aura coming through with the heal. You know, he eating the Troll Hill Priest. Is it? Oh, VTune though. Does VTune get himself away from this? One more right click, it'll be enough from anybody. Mira's going to be getting low to the Curse. He might still go down. One more right click, it's still not going to be enough.
He was baiting. There was a kill coming out from the Doom, and also he had the Fairy Fire, so you wanted that balance forward to get him low, because they don't really have any reach.
Death's bounty.
Some of it is not that much. They are gonna be in a little bit of trouble.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, and you say, oh, mid lane now, nicky'cool coming all the way through. How is he looking in terms of skill build? So he's got 3 points into the trample. You know, he's coming through just 1 into the onslaught here now as well for that charge. He's even going to be going into J. He's just trying to take these stacks. I like that as well. Just pulling it into the neutrals, getting some extra farm through resetting the equilibrium in the mid lane now as well. As well has to deal with these creeps underneath the tier 1 tower. So the creep wave does get pushed back a little bit, but now with the fresh creep wave pushing in, especially with the catapult being here now as well, this should push towards back to the river, and nicky'cool should be fine. You know, you don't really want to be putting the creeps right underneath your own tower, so having this, you know, just on the radiant side, it's going to be good for nicky'cool to pull them back into the rhythm when he needs them as well. Larl, level 6, so he does have that dragon form, trying to push back here onto nicky'cool, but nicky'cool how far away? Not too far away from the level 6 himself, so that pulverize will be coming out fairly shortly.
That was a bad move actually. There,
do you think?
I mean, it's great, yeah, because the creeps got into the tower.
Radiant structures are
when
fortified.
The catapult wave was there, so this catapult.
Yeah. Okay, there's going to be the bushwhack coming out now as well. The arrow flies through, connects onto the Ricky. nicky'cool is going to be able to get himself away from this when the fairy fire comes out as well. He's going to be ticking down to the Dragon Knight, but I don't think it's going to be. It might be enough damage actually. No. Barely survives through that, and Larl onto that tier 1 tower. Going to be doing a lot of damage here in the Poshka. Sweden strong. He picks up the illusion rune. And can we go even further onto this now as well? Larl, the dragon form will be wearing off. But again, nicky'cool has to back himself away. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, it looks like Yatoro, he was getting a little bit aggressive there onto the Visage, but does just eventually back himself away. Yeah, that's going to be the dragon form over here now for Larl. But he did do it. Look at the tier 1 tower on the dire side. Look at that, down to 544 health.
Collapse is very.
The prize is mine.
Look at that. So many fat heroes in the. Mira is in trouble as well. Even with the fairy fire, okay, he's getting up.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine there. Close to taking down, but like you say, with the fairy fire, able to get himself that extra health, get himself right back to the fountain and heal up.
Yeah, this is the thing. The side lanes for Navi, if their heroes are alone, they don't farm as fast as the side lanes. Spirit, and the DK did well in the lane. So now you pull, even if you pull the supports towards the mid lane and stop the DK
We're going to try and make a move onto Larl now as well. Larl with the Dragon Tail. There's going to be the TP in from Apotheka. But Navi, yeah, you don't overcommit onto this. You know, nicky'cool, he didn't throw out the Pulverize as well. And with the TP in from the Mirana, an arrow would have been able to, you know, to stop that in its tracks. nicky'cool, how is he building? He's already got himself the phase boots. What's coming in on his courier here now as well? It's just going to be the magic wand.
Maybe that's just what the you need to have that beacon early, so you're it's your item. nicky'cool is really trying to move around the map. I mean, this is just gonna make sure the mid lane is not fall.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to go down anyway. Larl here with that dragon form. He's going to be able to take the tier 1 towers. nicky'cool does take down Mira in the river here. And Larl, well, he does have that tier 1 tower in the mid lane now. So would you expect the Dragon Knight, he wants that Blink Dagger to come out sometime soon. Would you expect him to start rotating, putting pressure onto other lanes?
Top lane,
Well, speaking of top lane, Collapse is going to get really darn low. The arrow flies through as well from the Mirana. Starstone with the leap in now as well. Mali's going to get low. Mali's got that TP up, and the Dragon Flames come through with that Breathe Fire. And he gets the kill onto Malady.
That's ideal. You get the kill, and Navi fighting on the top lane constantly. Again, not easy. Laze doesn't want to go there, whereas Yatoro can go there anytime. So this is, you know, it's not ideal for Navi. They got those early kills, but it is because the mid lane went so badly for them. It is just such a problem to fight.
Oh, the arrow flies down from the Mirana. After that Dragon Tail, the Doom comes through. They're going to be able to take down nicky'cool. Can he even take down Vichu? Vichu's level 6, so he does have the reincarnation if he needs it. Gets a revenge kill onto Collapse, but that's going to be his ultimate down now. And with Maldi up here, Yatoro though, yeah, he's going to try and dive himself in onto the Wraith King, and there can only be one king, it looks like here. Vichu, is it going to be him that goes down? The chase comes on as well. There is going to be the curse coming through. So Yatoro, the aggression turns onto him. Maldi trying to do his best, but Larl, he gets the kill onto Vichu, and now Larl chasing down onto Maldi. Maldi can get himself away. The Dragon Tail comes up, connects with the arrow, and he might still tick down to the Dragon Poison. No, he's got the wand, he survives, and Larl, he doesn't confirm
Radiant's
the kill.
bottom tower is under
The only
attack.
reason that Vichu died there is because Spirit got a ward, or had a ward.
Larl is going to be underneath this tier 1 tower. The bush shot, Starstone comes out. It's going to be a quick double kill here from Team Spirit. Maldi, the arrow is going to be able to dodge that one off. Trying to break some ankles, but he's not going to be quick enough. Maldi, he tries to throw the curse, but he's still going to be taken down, and Mira claims that kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
For a slower
Dire
lineup
structures are
against a
fortified.
team that is considered the heavy favorite not only for the series but for the entire region. You know, this is
Dire's
this is a
top
tough
tower
one for
is under
Navi.
attack.
Luckily for them, they got the
Radiant's bottom tower
pretty much the
is
Spirits are
falling.
getting everything they need, and with this constant fight on the top lane, and you saw it, Thor rotating and Lace couldn't do it, you immediately have the advantage. Now there's going to be 2 towers
Dire's
down,
top
and
tower
Lara will get
has
his
fallen.
Blink Dagger. You have a Mirana, you have a Hoodwink. People are just going to be done. So you kind of have 500 gold that's separating from complete this act.
Yeah, and just looking as well, I mean, the score was 0-5 about 3 or 4 minutes ago, and now Team Spirit, they've started to come on. Like you say, Yatoro, he's not scared of looking for that rotate to look for the team fight, moves himself up onto the top lane, and they got some decent kills here. Laze, he's moving through the jungle. The Oreo Collapse here. They've got this ward down. The Ricky scouted him out as well. So Collapse is trying to do his best to wild farm and play it as safe as possible, pulling these creeps out and towards the tier 2, just in case he needs TPs, just in case he needs to pull the ripcord, get himself out of danger here. And yeah, you can see Collapse. I mean, the Ricky is still hunting, and Visage just looking to push down onto this tier 2, so he's trying to trade out some of this aggression on the top to putting pressure onto this bottom now. But Collapse, he does have the Doom up, has that ultimate.
The thing for Team Spirit right now, they don't have to be searching for specific kills. You just make kills. You wait for that Blink Dagger on Larl. You can see that they're playing together with the Monkey. Once you get the Blink Dagger on Larl, with the presence of the DK on the map, you will be protecting the... That's gonna last at least until the Ricky has his charge. So good 2-3 minutes. It's gonna be a very tough spot for Navi. Hopefully they only give away their supports and farm nicely through that period, because if they make a mistake, they're gonna get ran over, lose a couple of more. You really need to prevent that from...
Yeah, Larl now, he's got himself a double damage rune. He's looking like he's just looking for a bit more farm. How far is he off the... Does he actually want to complete the BKB? Because he could go for a quick blink here.
It seems he lost the ogre apple. Yeah, he's going for a BKB. So they're not really going to be going for this hunting idea. That's interesting.
Radiant's
I don't know.
bottom
I'm looking at
tower
objectives
is under
that they can
attack.
get with this BKB. Actually, they have a Dragonite. Maybe they could take the top tier 2 and look to, even though their lineup. That's actually pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting that,
Radiant
especially from
are
Larl, who
scared.
kind of likes to be facing us.
And, I mean, the double damage rune coming out there, just a little bit weird. I mean, they were looking for a rotation, but the Visage, you know, read it. The Spidey senses were tingling. He got that TP away.
Now there's not such a narrow timing. He is going for a BKB Larl. I think Team Spirit feels like they're gonna be overwhelmingly strong with this BKB, that they're not gonna be touched. And that might actually be the case. The Team Stars are gonna be trouble. Navi, at least, once that BKB is out, all they have to do is respond to every move of that one. Get the BKB charges down. It is of the utmost importance. And I think, okay, so this kind of changes how I thought the game was gonna go. It's gonna be revolving around the BKB and the BK getting forward, and also the Primal Beast. Very important for both teams to gun those down.
Yeah, and we'll see here now. I mean, looking through Yotaro, he's just finding the farm. If you take a look at the net worth as well, he is going to be top of that. And like I say, he's just having all of the space in the world here for him. As Larl in the jungle again, continuing to farm. How is the Wraith King doing? Because he's got it's not a massive amount of catching up to do, but it looks like he wants he already picked up the armor. He's going towards the phase boots into the Radiance.
I was expecting a blink this from him. Just because I look at the Mirana, I look at the Hoodwink, and they're great archers. So I'm very surprised that the Radiance is something that he would for. Of course, VTune has a big advantage in this. And I'm looking at really Wukong's commander. He didn't really help him. It's going to be BKB all through the course of Team Spirit. I have to say I'm surprised. The VTune Great.
Sweden strong. I mean, the ward goes down. Okay, he's going to be able to get the D ward, so maybe a little bit of warning here for Mira and Yotaro that something was maybe looking to happen here. Yotaro, he's still having himself in the trees. There's another sentry down, so if the Riki gets close, Riki could actually be in trouble, but not going to be in range of this now as well. As the D-Ward does come out, Sweden strong. Does he want to actually push up into this? It wouldn't be the greatest ideas, as you can see that VTune on the bottom lane just looks like he's going to continue again, trading off with the Visage. The Visage looking to apply the pressure or take away the pressure from Team Spirit on the top lane. VTune just find the extra farm. He is going to be seen underneath a ward there as he walks past, but it looks like Spirit just content at the minute not to look for a gank. You know, they're not looking for a kill here onto the Red King. They're just looking for their own thing. They're looking to farm. There is going to be a double smoke out from the Posture and Larl, who, yeah, it looks like he's completed the where's his courier? Yeah, he's completed the BKB now as well for Larl. So this is going to be a really big item to come out now from the side of Team Spirit.
Yeah, they want to go no Radiance just yet, no just really keep it Beast. Not ideal.
Yeah, they're going to try and get themselves on top of Visage here now as well. Visage can get himself away. The Sleep Dart comes out, but he's still going to be taking a lot of damage. But it looks like the Riki going to stop the gank in its tracks. Do they want to carry on going on to Sweden strong? Sweden, he's looking for that jump, potentially just waiting for the rest of his team to catch up. nicky'cool's going to be close. Has himself a double damage rune now as well, if you want to try and go. But again, Larl, he still has that BKB, so it looks like nicky'cool just going to try and trample his way away from this.
I would assume that around 10 minutes into the game, they were scared that they were going to get thrown down, but then they decide not to get the BK. I'm really surprised now or kind of looking forward to seeing if they can make something happen with it, or if these Spirit are just so confident in the later stages of the game that they're fine just farming and keeping the gold lead likely in their favor too.
Yeah, and Miposhka, I mean, Sweden Strong, he's playing it on the edge. He obviously doesn't know, but there is a sentry ward down that he's just playing on the edge of. So Miposhka, Sleeping Dart comes out. Are they going to try and make a move onto this Marana? This is just close now as well. The silence comes out, so he's not going to be able to get the leaps away. The stats up nicky'cool will be able to come in. Gets the dive in and gets that kill.
Sweden Strong has the dart. Now it's that time of the game where he needs to be performing around the map, giving vision to his team, setting up kills, canceling TPs, maybe forcing out TPs. Now when the Marana died, when a core gets left, there could be multiple TPs coming out from Spirit, and that is gonna allow Navi to kind of help them with their lineup mode.
Yeah. Oh, do they want to try and make a move here? I mean, the familiars are here. They're going to get the Dragon Tail into the bushwhack. Global Silence comes out, though. Sweden Strong. Stun onto the Dragon Knight. Looks like they found out the Monkey King. Monkey King is going to go down, even with the Moonlight Shadow. Now they get the dash back onto the Dragon Knight. Do they have that reveal? He's dusted, so they're going to know where he is. Perhaps coming out onto the back line to BKB. But the Doom immediately onto nicky'cool. Can go even further onto this now. So nicky'cool is taking a lot of damage from the possible with the dust water. V-Tune comes in, though. He might be able to turn this one around. And V-Tune, he's just going to be dominating this. nicky'cool will eventually go down, though. Collapse gets that kill with the Doom, but the Dragon Knight, he's going to be the next one to fall. 2 cores. Is it going to be 3? It's Collapse. He's just looking to run himself away from this one.
Top tower
he has no TP. He's got no blink. Sweden Strong, he's going to be able to see him. He's hiding behind that one tree. He's pretending he's a happy little tree, but this happy little tree is going to be cut down in its prime. Collapse. 3 heroes around him, and they're going to be able to get this kill.
That's the Monkey didn't have a BKB. He was forced to it. But Team Spirit, they were trying to force
Radiant's
out
top
Navi.
tower
They got
is
to
under
close their
attack.
item time. Radiance, BKB on the Primal.
Radiant's top tower is full.
For quite some time, and they were baiting that fight for a very long time, just staying with Lays a little bit back, and then they saw, okay guys, we can actually take this one
Radiant's
quite
top
heavily.
tower is
They
under
came in
attack.
with so many heroes, and that's 2 9-second BKBs that are just out of range. Like losing heavily. So, in Spirit, I have to say, the way that they started, I thought they were gonna start rolling over Navi, but they missed their timing, and now, I mean, even with those towers, they didn't really establish any rule of the map. It's actually all Navi.
Yeah, and you can see that, I mean, V-Tune, even before the BKB comes out, he went back, he got that Radiance, and now he was even stealing the stacks away from the side of Team Spirit. There's going to be the diving now as well. The stun comes out onto the Primal Beast, but Hoodwink with the Sharpshooter, just trying to get a little bit of distance, but there will be the Sleeping Dart now as well. So nicky'cool, he comes in with the trample, he doesn't have that Pulverize just yet. They're still going to be able to get a kill onto Mira, and Sweden Strong will be the one to pick this one up, and now all of a sudden, there's tier 2 tower in the mid lane being pushed right up to it with the creeps, and Navi, they might be able to go. Oh no, okay, V-Tube's going to be TPing himself away. I thought they might have maybe looked towards the Roach pit here.
They understand the importance of pushing out. Team Spirit can't go for the Roach themselves. So they can push in the lanes. Team Spirit, they're going to have to use their mobility to go the
Radiant
lanes, and
are
that's where you
scanning.
get the advantage from the...
Good
So
sword.
Navi, they're playing this really smart. Team Spirit, lost the timing so much, they need these 4 stacks. They really do. And Hoodwink and Piranha, they are getting closer to them. Actually, Miposhka, he bought a gem. He's like, nope, we are gonna go with the vision game. Okay, that's actually smart, considering that he didn't have the money for it. That's actually smarter, just to make sure that you're farming. Again, it means Spirit are confident in their late game, and I'm not saying they don't have good late game, but I wouldn't have the confidence that they're winning at 100%.
Yeah, and you can see now, like you say, Miposhka with this gem, he's rotating around. Excuse me. He's looking to get as many D-wards as he can. You have these key ward points here that Spirit might want to play around bottom lane. No, there is going to be the TPs in. Dragon Tail comes out onto V-Tune. Wraith King, though, has that reincarnation, so maybe they're not the target you want to go to. As the Global Silence does come through here. Collapse, it took so long for that TP because everyone on the side of Spirit TP towards this tier 2.
Then I have the smoke just to get out of here. Do they even have one? Yeah, they do, but they're unsure. They're unsure if they can do it and go up the high. We're seeing that Navi has no intention of fighting there, but Team Spirit, they're gonna have to waste the smoke just to get out of the situation. That was just beautifully played from Navi. They saw that the Wraith King can't die, and he just ran out. You know, Global Silence, you don't use any of your BKBs. Global Silence is considering that you yourself probably aren't gonna be initiating. It's gonna be Ricky giving vision and giving all the info that...
Yeah, and we can see them, Team Spirit, like you say, in the smoke, the margin of the smoke's going to break. Sweden Strong in the tree, so the smoke is going to break here on a couple of heroes, and the Ricky's just going to be able to get himself away. Creeps get the reveal as well, so Spirit looking towards the Roche pit. Larl, The D-Ward, it's going to come out again, but again, it's just a sentry, so it wasn't actually a vision giver. But the scan from Navi, it's going to see them in the river. Maybe they start to make a move here. No. Okay, Navi just keeping themselves together, keeping themselves back, and they can see that the scan, it did fade to green, so they know there's no one in the Roche pit at the minute. And V-Tune, he just goes back to farm. He's not too far away from this BKB, and I think he really wants this BKB before Navi. They make another move, they make another fight happen.
Navi are doing the whole thing. Smoking out just to get out on them. They pretty much know where they're not really looking for. They're looking to establish themselves on the map a little bit deeper into the territory. And also one thing we haven't talked about it. This is very, very important because the supports of Team Spirit, they have no way to remove this, and even the DK or the are going to be taking massive.
nicky'cool just moved himself back behind the creep waves, and he's all of a sudden fine after the Dragon Tail comes in and the arrow doesn't connect, and now he's going to carry on going as well. Can he get Larl out? I mean, Larl's still taking a lot of damage. Mira is going to be the one that goes down first, collapses in that BKB, gets the TP away, so it looks like Larl, he's still ticking, but he's going to be fine eventually. Yeah, he's going to be fine. 200 health, just has to get himself back behind the tier 2, gets the blink away, but they did lose the hoodwink, and now Navi are going to look towards the pit. I mean, nicky'cool is already in there, so they are going to start onto this. And Roche, this is going to be a really nice try because the Dragon Knight, he has to go back to base, he has to heal up Team Spirit. They're going to be on the back foot. Even if they want to try and contest this, it's going to take so long to get there that Navi, it's looking like a free Roche.
Security for Navi to walk in, and they're gonna give the Aegis to nicky'cool. So now they have two heroes with extra lives. Lanes, very hard to kill. It is a visit to the Guardian Greaves. You know, he doesn't cast anything with the Guardian Greaves and the Gatekeeper's Cloak. He's actually quite okay to survive, given the fact that no one is gonna be able to go through the front line, especially not now when Navi. So Navi now, they can do whatever they want. They can establish themselves close to the enemy base in the triangle even, and that allows Sweden Strong to do his job with the catching, with the EP cancelling and stuff like that. Look at how he's just waiting for Yatoro, who until he sees the Ricky or understands that he's somewhere there, he's not going to be so close to the target. He's left behind him.
Yeah, and we saw that Yatoro, he used the, or at least the side of Spirit, used the scan here on the last creep wave for Yatoro to just be able to find the farm, be able to find those last hits without being up bottom lane. There is going to be Pulverize coming through. Collapsing has to use that BKB. He's going to be going for the TP now as well. It looks like they might still lose the Hoodwink. Hoodwink trying to get himself out with the Force Staff here. Mira running through the trees, so he will be able to get himself out. Meanwhile, the top lane, Sweden Strong does go onto the Monkey King here. Yatoro trying to do his best, but there isn't, while he knows that the contestant goes on, you know, the fighting on the bottom lane, Yatoro, he's not immediately in retreat mode. He knows he's got a little bit of time before those TPs potentially do come in, so he was able to just get himself out safe without having to panic.
Very nice. They're just waiting to see something happen on the map before you jump in. As soon as he did, the Ricky was there, but obviously no one was there from Navi to help the Ricky get the kill or even without the Ricky.
V-Tune, he's going to blink forward. The Rage Blast comes in, and nicky'cool, Roku's waiting. He's got the trample off. He's got the kill onto Maboshka, and now they might even be able to go on to Collapse and Doom. He doesn't have that BKB for 35 seconds yet, and with 3 kills around him, Pulverize comes out. They're going to be able to take down the Doom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top
a little
tower
bit of tipping
is under attack.
coming out here from the side of
Radiant
Navi as well, so
structures are
they're
fortified.
feeling it. You know, they've got the confidence. They're happy with how this game is going.
Dire
I'm not
are
sure what
scanning.
happened to Team Spirit in this. I think that after
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
maybe you're just
Dire's top tower
and
is
then
under
you do a
attack.
little bit over the defense.
Radiant
Probably
structures
aggression
are
was
fortified.
working for Team Spirit.
Radiant's
This kind of
bottom
approach
barracks are under
definitely
attack.
isn't something that has been working out for them thus far in this game. They're gonna go to the lane.
Yeah, the arrow is going to connect onto the Primal Beast, but Primal Beast, he has that Aegis, he has the BKB, so the racks are still going to go down, and nicky'cool not in a great panic to get himself away here. The Bushwhack not going to connect, and you know, Navi, they don't overcommit. You know, they know they still have a power spike with that Aegis, with the Reincarnate, but they don't want to overcommit, so they just take that racks and then just back themselves away.
No reason to. Team Spirit's lineup, it works well when it is ahead, when the Dragon Knight can stand his ground and push the tower. Not the case.
Let's try and get this dive in. Rick Ricky. The global stance does come through, but Ricky's still going to be taking a lot of damage from that fireball. He's going to be caught in it. Going to go down, and Mira does get the kill with the sharpshooter. But the chase is on. They've already lost Larl. Collapsed though this time. I mean, he used the BKB to initiate on the fight, so can he get himself back into this? Looks at V-Tune. Collapse. Force staff comes forward, and Malady has the gem. They're going to have the reveal. There's going to be a really nice move on command after the balance strike coming through from the Monkey King. So Monkey King isn't going to be able to clean up yet. He's going to get really down low, but he do still lose Collapse here on the Doom. The only takedown the Visage. Buyback comes through from Tweed Strong now as well. Forced after away. Mira can he get himself away from this one? nicky'cool again chasing with the trample with the Wraith Fire Blast. He might lose the Hoodwink once again. Mira's going to be dead. He's going to be down. Utaro trying to clean up for the back lines. Gets that silencer. VKB comes out, and he's just going to immediately go for the TP away. No Basher to cancel that. And Maposhka, he has to go for the loops. But look who's chasing nicky'cool. He's close. Not going to have that pulverize for the next 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter. The Wraith Fire Blast comes out, and Maposhka goes back in the box.
The only reason that fight isn't an absolute disaster is because of Yatoro's beautiful moves around. So he got 2 kills that, you know, I don't... Maybe the command for a Visage, that's
Dire's
fine.
top tower
But getting
is
that
under
silencer
attack.
kill, definitely not something that you would expect to happen, especially when he was on red.
Oh, they're going to see the Sweenstrong. The Sweenstrong, he bought back in that last one. Yeah, the sentry here, just up onto the high ground, combined with this Observer Ward. So it does give Yatoro what he needs to see the Ricky. And that is going to be the death of the Ricky. He did buy back in that last fight. So he's going to be down for 73 seconds altogether without a buyback.
Mind you, all of the time where Yatoro was being there, he was under the guise of the Moonlight Shadow, but he showed himself a couple of times, so Navi knew that they were close, and still, they got, at some point, you are gonna make a mistake in a team fight where you get heroes close. He was ready, in a good angle, gets the Boundless Strike, and that gives him a big... So Yatoro salvaging the fight for his team, maybe even the game. You know, if Navi are completely clean out of that fight, they take the team, they take down all of this vision that these players has established in their triangle, and suddenly for the next 3-4 minutes you are blind, and that can just lose you the game because it's gonna be rush time and you won't have anything established on the fight from. So I'm impressed by Yatoro. He's keeping team spirit in this game. Navi definitely holding it.
Yeah, and you see now, like you say, he's got that Scud. He's going towards the Silver Edge as well. So he's going to have the crit and the break coming out. It just continues to farm. Net worth not too far behind the Wraith King. Wants that bash afterwards. In fact, the Wraith King going to go for the basher because it looks like it's going to be the overwhelming blink. I was just thinking because it's been more than once where the Start of Spirit, you know, they've been able to BKB TP out. So I thought they might have tried to pick something up to deal with that. But it looks for now, V-Tune, he just wants that overwhelming blink. He might be able to go though. Yataro's going to be able to come in. Really nice Boundless Strike now into the Wukong's command. V-Tune though, going to be able to walk himself away. They take down the Ricky again, but this is going to be Larl's BKB.
Ideally, you wouldn't want to use they have been conservative on the BKB usages and slow skirmishes, but when it comes to fights, they immediately pop. There, it was okay if V-Tune dies inside of the Wukong's command that you can kill him again. Considering that you pop them right now and you don't have the Wukong's command and the BKB, so you haven't popped. At least Spirit have to hold that wall on the top part of the map because that is their access point. See Maposhka is staying close to it, and the rest of the team, they are probably looking towards it. If we see anyone moving closer to it, we are gonna start running. For that, first they need to be.
Yeah, and we'll see here. I mean, Maposhka, he's got that Force Staff, so he is able to deal with, well, not the Sleeping Dart, but when the cloud comes out for the Ricky, he gets him out. Larl now, he's got the shard, so he's going to be dropping the fireballs. We saw him take the Ricky down in the last fight in mid with that fireball as well. The Ricky was just stunned up by an arrow, got caught out and killed off in that. Monkey King not too far away from the full Silver Edge here as well. So that is going to be another good key item to come out from the side of Team Spirit that might help them turn these fights. But we can see that 30 seconds at least on the Roche clock before the big man's back up. Navi, they're grouping up. They're looking for a fight. You know, they're smoking. They're looking for maybe, because I mean, if they take the Monkey King down, this could be a really nice opening. He's not going to have buyback, so Yatoro just needs to play it so carefully.
Close. That was close to him being caught, actually. Nice reads from Yatoro. Not seeing. You are seeing lines are being pushed in, you're not someone, and you're afraid maybe just for the Ricky, but that was the issue for the but there is no reaction.
Yeah. And we'll see now. I mean, nicky'cool, he's got that blink dagger as well. He's the one that looks like he's trying to close the gap. Roche, it is going to be a long one, just over 2.5 minutes before he's back up here. So that's going to be... Did he have the recipe as well here on the Monkey King? I think... Yeah, on the courier, yeah. So that's going to be the silver edge here for the Monkey King. How impactful will this actually be in the fights, you know, because they are looking to smoke up, they're looking for a fight, and who does he actually want to target here with a silver edge?
Positioning wise, you need to get into a good position to then have the BKB immediately, and you can... So it's all about position. Always look towards.
Collapse is going to be able to get himself in. The Doom comes out, but there's going to be the global silence as well. They're still going to be able to get the kill onto the Visage now as well. nicky'cool has to get himself away with the BKB. There is going to be the buyback now as well coming through from the Visage, and they're trying to fight around the pit. Collapse, he's getting really darn low. They might be able to get the Pulverize comes out. They're going to be able to take down the Dragon Knight. Larl, he's dead. He's got no buyback. Another chase is on from the side of Navi. They're looking to close down Maposhka with the leaps now as well. He just has to leave himself out. TP away from the danger. Monkey King as well. Yataro, you cannot be here, man. There's 3 heroes around. If you get revealed, you're going to be taken down.
Are under attack.
That was just beautifully played from this. How they did, he saw his body being caught and he stayed in the pit. He got hit by
Radiant's
the
top
sharpshooter,
tower
and Spirit are like, we can kill him, but he has a point that he gets out and now you're trapped in the pit. All of your BKBs are going to go down, and that is when you kill the
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, nicky'cool here, you can see him trampling through onto the front lines as well. Just immediately cleaning off these creeps. Skeletons come back up. Michu, he's looking to take down this tier 3 sleeping dart. Oh, Mira is away. So what do we do here now on the side of Team Spirit? And they are 2 kills down here with a full 5-man roster from the side. The Pulverizer comes out. They caught out Mira. He has to be forced out. It doesn't matter. Swings right, he gets the kill. There's going to be a Wukong's command being dropped here now as well. But you can see that Navi are already on the outside of it. The Hex onto the Monkey King. The Monkey King got BKB for 10 seconds. And that's going to be another lane of racks going down. As the creeps on the bottom lane, they take down the range racks as well. So only 1 lane of racks stands between Team Spirit and being Megas. But there is still a tier 2 tower here in the mid lane.
And that's Roche's fault. There is no right now. You stay in the pit.
Radiant are scanning.
As soon as it cuts up, you're going to work without the
It is line.
should not have enough damage to win fight. Plus, there are some buybacks on the side of Navi, and they have an out. So there is no winning on the fight there. So very unfortunate. Almost still what ended up happening is that Maposhka arrowed strike and an arrow flying through, and he had a crazy fight in front of him. So if that arrow connects, at least you kill the primal beast.
Yeah, you see the Dragon Knight now as well, using the illusion runes just with the dragon form. He's got the Aghanim Scepter up as well, so he does have the black dragon form here, which is going to be another good power spike for the Dragon Knight. But like you say, at the minute, it's just Navi. They know the big man's back up, they know Roshan's here, and they're just looking to get themselves in.
They expect Spirit to come over. They're not seeing Spirit anywhere, so they're gonna go for a smoke and play around their own vision. And they know Team Spirit will have to go back to base. So Navi, they're not in a hurry whatsoever.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, and this
is
dragon
under
form,
attack.
it's about 2/3 of the way through as well, so that is going to be wearing off in this fight if the fight breaks out here and now. nicky'cool, collapse, smoke does break, Maposhka backing him up. But it looks like the DK can go for the Master Robber. No, it doesn't matter. They're going to be able to get the jump in. Immediately deletes the Marana. The Marana has to buy back into this now as well. Collapse. He's trying to hold that BKB for when he gets into the fights. He doesn't get the Doom off there either. And it looks like both sides, well, they force a buyback out from the Marana. Both sides just here. Hackett just backed themselves away.
So misleading because the Doom, with his inflated net worth, really doesn't do all that much in a fight. And even if you Doom someone, there might be a buyback and then coming back in. Especially playing against a Raid King, the Doom is just not that big of a spell. I'm scared for Team Spirit, and they should be scared as well, because this is not looking good. Look at the bottom lane, look at the top lane. Top lane you can maybe deal with, but the bottom lane will get to your base, and that is going to give Navi another opportunity to go in. As you can see, still not in any kind of a hurry to go play.
Yeah, and by the time this next creep wave on the bottom lane catches up as well, you're going to be looking at, what, 3 range creeps here, double catapult creeps, and a full just melee creep wave as well to push in. A melee creep wave and a half, it looks like, as this other wave does catch up. So, like you say, the longer they're out of the base here, potentially losing buildings, they might even take a little bit of pressure onto the tier 4, and they have to react. Larl, he's going to go for the BKB just to get the D-ward? Really? That's that's a big deal here from the side of Team Spirit, you know, in this fight now. I mean, Larl wants to be the one on the front lines, getting these dragon tails off, doing the damage with the dragon form, but he's popped it now as well. He's popped that BKB. If he gets caught out here, Maudi's going to see him. He has to go for the blink away immediately, but he's going to be slapped. Where's that? So strong. He just goes with a really nice move on his command into a balance strike. No, because it's going to be the global sound, so it's only going to be the balance strike that comes out, and they take down Yutaro, and now they can even take on to Larl. Yeah, will grab it onto the Monkey King. Dragon Knight does, but it looks like they're going to be able to take down Collapse as well. So the balance strike, good bushwhack, but it only does so much, and with no Monkey King, no Doom here. Yeah, the balance strike, it didn't follow up after the Wukong command didn't follow up after the balance strike, but Navi can just move into the pit.
Monkey didn't get anything. Now it's that last fight, it looked like it was over. Navi were playing everything well. But Team Spirit, you know, you always have this potential of a big
Radiant's
command,
middle
big
tower
bundle strike
is
that
under
might
attack.
change things around. Maybe follow it up with the bushwhack and
Radiant's middle
now,
tower
there's
has
no more
fallen.
chance for it, because even if you're a great
Radiant's
fighter, there's
middle
no room to
tower
take,
is
there's
under
no big
attack.
objective, and Navi have just taken everything away from it.
Yeah, you can see here Sweden strong. He's even just coming into the base as the rest of Navi. They look towards this last set of racks, and this is going to be Magus in 30 seconds before the Monkey King comes back up. I don't think their base is still going to be here when this Monkey King respawns. In fact, I don't think the Monkey King is even going to be respawning. Look at the pressure that Navi's putting on. It's just going to be looking like they're going to be able to end the game here and now. Larl's going to be able to come in with his BKB. So what's he going to be able to do here? It's only a 6-second BKB as well onto the Dragon Knight. So that will be over now. And you can see even inside the Ancient, nicky'cool just comes in. He's going to be able to disrupt onto the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight gets taken down as well. And this Ancient, even with the fortification for now, Wukong trying to come back into this now. Yutaro with the global stance comes out. Yutaro though with the BKB. He might be able to take down the Red King once. Can he do it twice with so low health onto the Ancient? You can see the message in these familiars. They're just going to end the game here and now.
I mean, they played their lineup quite nice.